Hello, my name is Jodeci Torres, and I did research on the modern diet culture for my public issue. A little history about diet culture. It's been around since the 19th century. In this period, it was low-carb diets and starvation that were popular. This is also the time where it was not seen as appropriate for women to be eating in public. Body image began to take a toll for both men and women at this time. Modern fad diets as we know them today began in the 1930s. This is when the liquid diets, grapefruit diets, etc. started popping up. Celebrities would get on board with these fad diets, speak about them in interviews, have it published in magazines, and put on billboards or posters. In the 1960s, there were more weight loss programs that came about, such as Weight Watchers and other weight loss supplements such as Slim Fast that became popular. Women everywhere wanted to be just like those celebrities that were endorsing those diets, so they began incorporating them into their everyday lives. Modern diet culture is a fad that has decreased in popularity over the last couple of years, thanks to body positivity. Now it's no longer only the thin body types that are seen as beautiful. While this is amazing news, dieting is still very much present within our society. Everywhere I look, I see ads for how to lose weight fast, eat this diet, eat that diet. But in all reality, what is this really teaching us? It's teaching us how to have a bad relationship with our food. Sugars, carbs, and other substances are not our enemy. Cutting out all sugars or carbs or just drinking smoothies is not going to solve all problems. The issue with diet culture is that it's seen as completely normal within our society. I hear parents and teachers talk about the food in such a negative way around children that the children in turn develop a bad relationship with their food. This is a never-ending cycle. Somewhere the educational aspect of nutrition and a healthy lifestyle have been lost and replaced with an unsustainable diet concept. Now, what am I talking about with diet culture? So the diet culture I'm speaking of, we've all heard about the paleo diets and keto diets. So these are ones that are actually sustainable depending on your lifestyle. But it's the fad diets that I'm talking about. These are unrealistic diets, like liquid diets, cabbage diets, military diets, weight loss teas, all of that. We've seen and heard it all. Fad diets are not sustainable and often lead to quick weight loss. However, it often leads to faster weight gain after resuming normal eating habits. Fad diets are generally focused on restricting certain foods or food groups altogether. This ultimately leads to binge eating because the body is being deprived. There is no one-size-fits-all diet, unfortunately. Everyone has their own nutritional needs, allergies, preferences, and nutrition education is the key to finding a good, sustainable diet that fits every lifestyle. The diet culture was on a rise until a few years ago when body positivity became very popular. In previous years, the ideal figure was just to be thin. Therefore, the fad diets were all about losing weight fast, and this just leads to rapid weight gain when the person resumes their normal diet. Recently, the body image has been changed. It's not just thin that's beautiful anymore. There's more love going towards larger body sizes as well as muscular body types. Some demographics for this public issue is fad diets usually affect women from teenage years to adulthood. To this day, we see it in magazines, TV, social media that models are the ideal beauty icons. Models are often tall, thin, and beautiful, so what is not to love? Teenage girls are going through so many changes and can become very body conscious at this time. When they see those models on social media and TV, they can't help but want to look like that. This kind of thinking can plague their minds, make them drink every weight loss tea, and try every crash diet they see. This can not only harm their physical health, but it's also bad for their mental health as well. This can possibly lead to serious health conditions such as cardiovascular disease, dental risks, eating disorders, anxiety, and depression. Several websites that I have listed in the resources tell of the dangers of fad diets. A simple Google search will bring up hundreds of papers and news articles stating those dangers. They explain how insufficient calorie intake can cause hormonal imbalances, binging disorders, dehydration, and more. The short-term weight loss trick may work for a while, but it's ultimately more harm to the body in the long run. There are unfortunately not many laws or regulations regarding diets. However, there are some specifics that can easily get fad diet companies in trouble. For example, in 2019, the company HCG Direct, who sold HCG or human chorionic gonadotropin drops, they had to pay a $1 million settlement to the Federal Trade Commission because they claimed that those drops would make consumers lose weight, although there was no scientific evidence to support their claim. They also claimed that this product was approved by the FDA, when in fact it was not. There are only 3 weight management medications approved by the FDA, and those drops were definitely not one of them. This company is now banned from making any products of the like with falsified weight loss claims. This has also happened to several other companies that were false advertising for quick weight loss. Those companies include Sensa, Inc., Lean Spa, Inc., and L'Occitane. Sensa was advertised that sprinkling the product on any food would reduce hunger. There was no scientific studies that proved this claim. Lean Spa used fake news articles to promote their acai berry and colon cleanser. L'Occitane claimed that by rubbing their cream into the skin would promote the perfect almond body shape. Each of these companies claimed that their product provided amazing results without providing any evidence whatsoever. This is where the fad diet companies and diet products companies get caught. So although there is no laws against the diet themselves, there are laws in place to protect consumers against false advertising. The Federal Trade Commission is active in educating consumers on realistic diet trends. The FTC has made a fake diet website that tells of the magic pill that promotes weight loss. When a consumer tries to order this product online, it will give a message that warns against trusting these false weight loss claims in hopes that this will teach consumers to look more closely before clicking add to cart. So fad diets is usually a first world problem because we have the influence of social media and TV, magazines, but in third world countries, they often don't have that, and there's not really a perfect body. They're just more focused on living their lives and surviving. So in America, this is a very common issue. So what is being done? So I spoke about how the Federal Trade Commission is taking steps to educate their consumers. The FTC is punishing companies for their false advertising and keeping companies to be honest. They need scientific evidence to back up their claims. They can't just tell consumers that it's going to help them lose weight quickly when they're actually just trying to get money for their products that don't even work. Unfortunately, there are gaps in service related to the diet culture. There are gyms, dietitians, flyers, and websites that tell of the dangers of these fad diets. However, somehow the fad diets are still finding their way into social media ads, just tempting those who are scrolling. Those warning websites and flyers should be the one popping up to let people know the truth, but unfortunately they're not. It's such a misconception that working out and eating healthy is just too expensive. But in all reality, this is not the case at all. There are things like home guides and just removing simple carbs and sugars. Just eating a normal, healthy diet. Don't just eat out every single day. That would help a lot of problems. So some ideas that I've had about addressing this issue is to advocate for more nutrition education courses in high schools. I was thinking that this could be included in like health courses. It could just be like an extra lesson within the health course. Maybe they can have some like dietitians or health professionals come speak about the importance of having a healthy diet and lifestyle and how fad diets actually have a long-term effect on your body, to hopefully deter those from trying those even. I thought, and also another good way to promote a healthy lifestyle would be getting the girls in high school to do more weightlifting activities to try to crush that myth of weightlifting is going to make them too bulky or manly, because this is definitely not true. Maybe incorporating this into like a PE class, having some like kinesiology, like majors from local colleges come speak and maybe teach proper lifting form to decrease injuries and teach more about lifting protocols. And these, of course, would just lead to a more long-term healthy lifestyle. And another one would just be encouraging teenagers to unfollow those who make them feel badly online, like models or whoever makes them feel like their body is not good enough. Maybe encourage them to follow like dietitians, fitness pages, to try to spark their interest in those kinds of areas. And here's my reference page.